Good day, friends. I am Rakesh Bharti. I am a dermatologist practicing in Amritsar, and maybe for last 19-20 years I am seeing patients, and such times were never to be seen. We never imagined that sometimes such times can ever come. But anyways, what has happened, and during this period we all have been making our own choices of seeing patients. Some people were not seeing at all, some started seeing with precautions. Few like me have still not started seeing much patients in clinics, and are doing only video consultation, video teleconsultation. And everyone has evolved his own way of seeing patients. But what will happen after the COVID era? That is a point of concern. Now, after seeing patients, thousands of patients by now, through video consultation in the COVID era, my experience says that the dermatologists are going to face certain challenges in post-COVID era. The first challenge to my mind is that patient may become used to consult you from the comforts of his her home or office or wherever, and to bring her back to the clinic will be the first and foremost challenge. Nowadays, you are sitting in whatever attire, the patient is sitting in whatever attire, doesn't have to travel all the way from his house to your clinic, which may be at times hundreds of kilometers. But then, once this thing is over, to bring him back to your clinic will be a real challenge. How to tackle it? I think we again will either have to stop teleconsultation, or will have to assure the patient that he neither missed earlier, will not miss now, but definitely the physical touch will return, and definitely a physical touch is very, very important. The reassurance on your part may bring the patient back to your clinic. The second thing is, even when the patient starts coming to you, the COVID scare will be a deterrent for getting some procedures done, especially the cosmetic procedures, the Botox, the fillers, the microdermabrasions, the peelings. You will be scared, patient will be scared. To how to overcome this, my suggestion is that even later on, do call difficult, even these days, even present days, do call difficult to diagnose patients to your clinic. Even if you are doing everything through video, once in a while, if you cannot make out, for example, I just saw a patient where I was not sure whether it is seborrheic capitis or whether it is pediculosis. The other day I saw a patient with hair loss and a small little lump here. Hair loss was big. I was not able to make out that what it is, what the lump is, and the history was short. So I called the patient, and to my surprise, on investigations, it turned out to be a thalassaemic patient who started losing hair. So such patients you should make a habit to call to the clinic. The other patient I remember who has just a mole, and she sent me the photographs. I saw on video, things were not visible. And till I called her to my clinic and saw through the dermatoscope and made up my mind that there is all ABCD deranged and she was a potential candidate for malignant melanoma, I sent her for Mohs surgeon for the community. So such situations, don't take every patient as granted that by seeing only, although ours is a visual specialty, that you can make out. We may not make out. We may definitely err in diagnosing pityriasis versicolor versus vitiligo. We can err in diagnosis lichen sclerosis atrophicans versus or phrenoderma versus vitiligo, and many, all those things. And leprosy, if you cannot test the sensations, and every patient cannot be as intelligent that you will be telling from a distance that do this sensation, that sensation. So you have to keep calling patients even in these days, take full precautions. And later on, do not let your waiting area become crowded. Make sure that now onwards patient come to you only with appointment, and give them staggered appointments according to your waiting area availability. And once the patient reaches, then also make sure that the patient is confident enough that you are taking full precautions, meaning thereby that record the temperature, let the patient do the sanitization of the hands, let him or her wear the mask if he or she is not carrying, provide from your clinic, and make sure that you don't have many patients who sit while you are examining in the chamber. At most one attendant if somebody is helpless, otherwise nobody else should be allowed in your clinic. Examination table, you should have disposable sheets so that you change after every, and do not forget to sanitize again and again. These things can be done even in the presence of the waiting area patients. This will instill a lot of confidence in the patients and they will keep coming to you, right? And if you have to do a procedure, my advice is earlier, in a small little clinic also, you can put an examination table, put a curtain and do a little procedure, or put a wall or a screen. Don't do it now. Make a minor theater, make a mini OT, and do all procedures, small or big, with full precautions. Wear mask, gown, gloves, everything. Even if you have to do a biopsy, even if you have to apply TCA, do not go near the patient without full precautions. I think if you take all those things, great days are ahead. Wishing you a happy post-COVID busy days. Thank you so much.